flight boss, bitch. You know, for sure. You're not listening to the Mind of an Entire Smooth. I'm the Archangel Uriel, and I'm here to carry out God duties and motherfucking responsibilities. And right now, we're going to talk about today's energies. Yeah, that's right, because the moon just slid her monkey ass right into goddamn Virgo. Goddamn it. And what do that mean? What do that mean when the moon is in Virgo and the sun is in Scorpio? That means things going to have to be a little bit more strategic. Yeah, a little bit more strategy going to have to be added to your circumstances and your situations right now. And I know y'all feel the influence already. I know y'all feel the influence by being in this fluid, by being in this conscious wave. And goddamn it, don't it make you calm down? Goddamn it, everybody got to calm down right now. From your goddamn co-workers, your children, your relatives, your friends. Everybody's going to be participating in the energy of calming the fuck down. So all that extra energy that Leo Moon may have pent up inside you, aka gave you any kind of pent up passion, any type of pent up intuition that you wanted to express, but you ain't get a chance to express it when the moon was in Leo. Now ain't the actual time to do it, because you're gonna have to add a little bit more strategy. And if you're not a little bit more practical into your decisions and your actions, you're gonna be looked at as very faulty right now. Man, and you're not even gonna feel comfortable with even expressing all that fiery gas that Leo gave you right now, because you already know. You feel it. Don't you feel the energy? Now you either can get washed up by the energy, or you can participate and let the energy work for you. And we're going to get into that also. But for the most part, let's just break this down. And not only that, Venus then motherfucking retrograded her young ass all the way back into goddamn Libra. So not only are y'all sitting back analyzing and looking at the details and trying to make sense out of things, now y'all are relating in a more relatable way right now. So for the most part, when you got Venus and Libra, this creates a person that, you know, Venus is what you love, appreciate, value, what you relate to. You know what I'm saying? The things you're willing to compromise with, your desires. You know, and not so much of your desires, because, you know, desires kind of go more into, you know, Mars and Venus kind of temper with that a little bit, but for the most part, when we got Venus and Libra, this Libra is cardinal air, initiating and creating new ways of how to think and communicate. So this is what people are trying to love and appreciate and value, or at least support at the moment right now. So even if you are in some type of disagreement with someone in your life right now, you're either going to separate yourself or create balance in your surroundings. Therefore, it's more harmonious in your surroundings, and you're not dealing with that energy in some way, shape, or form. Like, things ain't going to be played out in such a negative kind of way in these energy flows right now, based upon Venus being in motherfucking Libra, which is still on the cusp. So, you know, it's still that tempting energy of going back in Scorpio, but like I said, that tempting energy, you gonna feel it. The moment you feel like you want to lash out in any way, shape, or form based upon your circumstance that you are in right now, whether you're at work, whether you're at school, whether you're dealing with children, whether you're dealing with responsibilities, you're gonna feel that sense of tempting to do it. But you ain't gonna feel that sense of going all the way with it as if the moon was still in motherfucking Leo. You know what I'm saying? Now, when we talk about anytime there's a goddamn sextile, because we got a motherfucking sextile going on right here with the moon and the sun. And anytime you get a motherfucking sextile, see, you got two feminine energies, right? But you have a left brain feminine energy and a right brain feminine energy coming together. So you see what I'm saying? Water will be the right brain feminine energy, and Earth will be the left brain feminine energy. So Earth plays out the feminine energy from an external point of view, and water plays out the feminine energy from an internal point of view. So what you actually need to know, it creates opportunities. So reason why you're feeling all this energy of being able to, feeling like you need to calm down right now is because of this. Now, the moon always motivates the sun. So for the most part, the moon is making everybody react and respond to Virgo, actually looking at the details, trying to perfect something or something that can be perfectly for you, because we know nothing's perfect, but for the most part, trying to analyze, construct something, try to make sense out of something. And what is Virgo? Mutable Earth, being mutable and being able to adapt to your own and other people's ways of thinking and being practical. So coming to a broad conclusion on how things work and how to make sense out of things in general. So for the most part, this is what Virgo and the moon being in Virgo is forcing everybody to react and respond to. Now, since the moon motivates the sun, that's how it's going to look. That's how that energy is going to look, because that's the focus. That's the direction of it. So for the most part, everybody is forced to look at the details and analyze and construct their own deep desires, their own deep passions, their own deep motivations. And to a small degree, it leads into paying attention and trying to analyze other people's deep desires, other people's motivations, other people's passions, and then that turns into the phrase alternative motives. understanding someone's alternative motives. Because anytime you want to understand someone's alternative motives, all you have to do is pay attention to the things that they desire, their passions, their intentions, so you can start to understand their true intentions. And then once you start to understand what motivates this person, this is when you start to get into a person, what they're doing behind the scenes, their alternative motives. So for the most part, that's what you're going to be paying attention to and analyzing right now. Now, a lot of times that take more quietness. That don't take a lot of expression. That takes more strategy. That takes more practicalizing. So a lot of times, just that energy itself is putting you in a more calm, cool, and collected state than it was when the moon was in Leo by default. You see what I'm saying? So that's the energies that's going on right now. You know what I'm saying? That's what y'all need to understand when we talk about the moon. The moon is reacting, and Venus is in motherfucking retrograde. So y'all need to know that also. So past relationships, or past indulging, or past habits, past things that you need to learn how to do in moderation is going to pop back up in your life. So a lot of times you may find yourself slipping over back into your habits if you're on the negative side. Or you're going to find yourself being presented with these things and being tempted with these things to see if you have learned anything, and you're not going to go indulge into that again. You're going to be tempted with that energy. So that's what's actually going on. So let me break down, because people really don't understand when we talk about working with the energies. Now, we're all in this seat. We're all in this conscious wave. So it's up to you what part of the wave you're going to be on. Is you going to be on the right side of energy, or is you going to be on the wrong side of energy? Now, here's how this works. Now, you can let the energies work for you. Therefore, you're acting in the energies the way the energies is aligned today. Therefore, you receive the positive end. Now, here's how you go against the wave. Going against the wave is actually you're utilizing these energies for an external reference. Now, here's what I mean by that, right? Now, here's how you utilize the energies for you. So, for the most part, you got today's moon. Pardon me. You got today's moon and motherfucking Virgo, and you got today's sun in Scorpio. So for the most part, now that's the energy. Now today's energy, regardless, no matter what shift you on, today's energy is reacting and responding to and making your state of being more comfortable with looking at the details, analyzing, construction, making sense out of things from a broad perspective. So therefore, even if you have to look how other people make things work and apply it to yourself, or sometimes analyze and construct to yourself on what you need to make things work. You know what I'm saying? So for the most part, now that's going to be seen in a way of Scorpio. So that's fixed water, being fixated on its own way of dealing with the emotions and feelings. So to be analyzing, constructing, and looking at the details of certain behind the scenes realm, things that's in the dark, things that's don't need to be apparent all the time, things don't need to be expressed all the time, and in an external realm and things of that nature. So that off the back take you to a subconscious realm and things of that nature. So how you let the energies work for you is you analyze and construct and try to see what makes sense out of your own desires, your own passions, your own motivations, your own skeletons in your closet, and therefore you will manifest a circumstance or a situation that anytime you participate, you end up being on the right side of the energy. Now, how you let the energy work against you is this: you're not watching Archangel Uriel, and you're not even knowing what's going on with transits and shit like that. So for the most part, you're just going on with your own alignment and shit like that. And then what's going to happen is you're still in the conscious flow of everybody else. So you're still going to be reacting and responding to the details, being analyzing and trying to construct and perfect something, but instead of you doing that on your own desires, your own, with the solar plexus today being a Scorpio, instead of you taking that and utilizing it on your own desires, your own passions and motivations, you end up trying to analyze and rationalize and try to see the imperfections into someone else's skeletons in their closet, someone else's mannerisms, someone else's desires, someone else's deep passions, someone else's motivations. And the moment you step into that energy, you can now proclaim you have been washed up by the current. Because you're not utilizing the energy for you, so you're not going to accumulate and manifest the positive energy of it. Now you just in these energies and pushing it out onto others, and then you're going to manifest the bad end of it. You're going against the wave in some way, shape, or form. So you need to understand that. So try not to be trying to use this energy and push it out externally. Use this energy and utilize it internally. Therefore, any external shape or form come against you will be in the form of a weapon that can't affect you. Therefore, it would just add more energy, add more light to whatever you actually doing for yourself, and you have more energy to create a shape and form, aka a better position or situation for yourself out of that. and manifest whatever you want out of that. But if you're going to get washed up by the energies, then you're probably going to be too busy today trying to analyze and construct and rationalize someone else's deep, dark shit, someone else's scorpionic shits, someone else's alternative motives, someone else's desires, someone else's passions. Then you're going to sit there and try to make sense and rationalize someone else's deep motivations and things of that nature, to the point that now you're on the opposite side of the energy, because now you're going against the wave, and now that's what you're going to get back. Instead of you receiving a wave, and then that you just receive more of the wave and go with the flow. If you get what I'm saying. You see what I'm saying? So people are not truly understanding what's actually going on. But if you understand transits and things of that nature, you'll understand this conscious wave that we are in. And the better you know how to go with the flow with your own alignment, the better you understand what's actually going on, and you don't have to be on the receiving end of any negative opposition in any case or scenario. So, you know, that's today's energies and shit like that. So, you know what I'm saying? I'm going to go a little deeper. That was kind of light, you know what I'm saying? Real light. But for the most part, you know what I'm saying? I'm going to get myself situated, and I'm going to go live tonight also. You know what I'm saying? And answer some of these motherfucking emails. So I go ahead and do a little bit of these errands and can sit my ass down and get in these motherfucking emails. Flight boss, bitch, goddamn air. You know, strategize and sit back and make sense out of your circumstance and situation. Air.